I'm Jacob Havens, and I'm here to tell my story. I was raised in church my whole life, and about my teen years, I kind of got out of it, Got introduced to some things when I was about 17, alcohol, and I started drinking just a little bit, but it wasn't, like a regular thing. I just do it, just to try it, and I got about 21, and I started drinking really heavily, going to bars every weekend, trying to, fit in with the crowd, Took a toll on my body, really, mentally too. Took a toll on me mentally. I went to a Tech game one Saturday, and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and the game was over and we got back. I was pretty tired and I didn't want to go out, and she's like, well, I want to go out, and I'm like, all right. So we went out to Bristol one night, and I had drinking myself to death basically all day, and I got in a vehicle, which was the biggest mistake I've made in my life. I got in a vehicle and I pulled out, and a cop busted me. I got a DUI. Went to jail that night. Was in the drunk tank. Sit there and cried my eyes out, hoping, I talked to God, and I'm like, if you can get me out of this situation, I'll never look back. And so I got out, spent 6 hours that night in jail, then had to pull a weekend, and I done a weekend, and I was done with that. And for about a month, I quit drinking. I didn't go to church like I should have, but I quit drinking for like a month, and I was doing pretty good, And all of a sudden, one day, somebody called me up and wanted me to start, you want to get a beer or something like that? And I'm like, sure, I can drink one and be fine, but I'm not going to drive like I was doing, I've learned my lesson on that. And it turns out it didn't happen that way. I got back into drinking heavily, driving drunk, didn't even have a license. I mean, I thought, I had a routine, I'd work, during the week 40 hours, and sometimes I'd drink during the week, but I usually didn't drink that much during the week. But on Fridays, I had like a ritual, I would say, that I had to go somewhere to a certain place and drink and just keep drinking and drinking and drinking. Like it was my God. I had to, I had to do it. If I didn't do it, I felt like I wasn't living. Here about 6 weeks ago, I went to a place and I drank really heavily. Shouldn't have been driving. And I got home and I walked in the house, and my dad was in there cooking supper like he usually does, and he smelt it all over me, and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Trying to put it off like, oh, I'm not drunk. He knows I was drunk. He's not, he's not dumb. And got in there and changed clothes and went on the couch and just started bawling my eyes out. And I told him, I said, I need help. I said, I'm right there on the verge of doing something that, I shouldn't. And I said, I need to quit drinking like I do. I said, I'm going to end up dying or killing somebody or something like that. I can't live with myself if I do that. And I started crying, bawling out, and all of a sudden, my brother, who's a pastor at, Chilhowie Church, he's been trying to talk to me, and I told him to come over. I said, I'm ready to give my life to God. I said, I know who he is, and I know what he's done for my family especially. And I said, I'm ready to turn my life to God. And I'm telling you what, as soon as I done that, it's been, I think, 6 weeks come Sunday with no alcohol. I said, and God has blessed me so much, and I can't thank him enough. And I'm telling you, I hope this video helps people out, because I'm telling you, if you're suffering, there's only one place to look to, and that's Jesus Christ. And I believe that wholeheartedly. This past 6 weeks, like I said, it was mentally like killing me. I believe in God, but I thought I was so down, like in the darkness, that I couldn't be brought to the light. And then I'll tell you what, the last, like I said, 6 weeks, it felt like a big old weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Like I feel like a brand new person, and I can't express that enough. That's all because of Jesus. I appreciate you listening to me, and I hope I can reach out to somebody. Thank you.